You are watching Strip Down Live, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I'm your host, Curtis Anderson. I'm already making mistakes, so let's go straight to the guest. Taking the stage for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, the North Sound.
And what can I say? I've always been this way. And I change, but that's too easy. You don't listen anyways. And I've always tried my best. I failed times before. And I've always tried my best. And you've always asked for more. It's hard to hear the silence over a dollar roar. The lion's mane is hard to tame when you're asking it for more. When it can never give, I hope you're hearing this. And I've always tried my best, and I'll hold on. For a little sunshine, it's raining down on me. This moment's not mine. No, it don't belong to me. A little sunshine, is all I need to set me free this time. Just a little bit of sunshine. Simply put, I run afoot much longer than I need to. And I don't care that you're aware, I expect the same from you. And I know that I'm not a saint, although I think so anyways. I'm holding on for one more day and a little bit of sunshine. Sunshine, yeah.
You're watching Strip Down Live, and we're spending 60 minutes with the North Sound. Welcome. It's your first time on the show.
Yeah.
In 232 episodes of Strip Down Live, you finally made it. Okay,
Nice.
I want to talk about how you got into music. You're from Calgary. You're SCMA. Your show at the Capitol in 2 days. I wasn't sure where I wanted to start, but after seeing you and your adorable little family, let's start with that. How long have you been making music?
So I started making music really young, actually.
Okay, pause. How did that change 2 years ago when you had a daughter?
Oh,
Because seeing you two interact, there's nothing that warms my heart more than seeing the father-daughter kind of dynamic. And it was awesome to see you just the way you were before we started rolling. So she's out watching live in the lunchroom.
Yeah, she's watching
so you can
out
give
there.
Shout-outs.
Yeah. Hi,
Well,
baby girl.
Let's
Hi.
start with that.
Yeah, how it's affected me. I feel like before I really got into a mindset of writing about, just more negative sides of my life, and I really was a pessimist for a long time. Now I feel like just having a daughter has made me actually see more of the positive things in life, and I have some good to write about, some happy to write about.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a son and a daughter, and don't get me wrong, sons are amazing, but there's a very unique bond between a dad and a daughter, I found.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's back it up.
Cool.
Calgary, Alberta. That's where you're from.
Originally,
And
yeah.
you started doing music at a very young age. Take me through that journey.
Yeah. So before I was a musician, I was actually a bit of a childhood actor. It's one of my deep, dark secrets that I've locked away in a vault. I actually started doing was an actor first, and I actually did a television show called Moose TV where I played a guitar player, but I didn't play guitar. And so that kind of sparked a little bit of me wanting to do music on a larger scale, because at that point I was only really doing like marching band drums and that sort of thing. So I started off as playing drums, and then I did this television show, and then after that it really sort of put it into my head like I want to be able to do music on a larger scale.
For real.
Yeah, for real. And then growing up in Calgary, I grew up on the northeast end of Calgary, and so I grew up wanting to be a rapper.
Okay.
As my environment where I grew up, was there's lots of gangs and lots of drugs, and it was a little bit of a more, I don't know, I just call it the hood, but so I kind of grew up with hood dreams. So I wanted to be a rapper. That's what I originally wanted to be, and my raps were just way too poetic, you know what I mean? Like I was never hard enough to get people to buy into what I was rapping about. And then in my senior year of high school, I got put into a guitar class because I wasn't allowed to take a spare. Because I was one of those kids that decided not to go to school very often, and so they wouldn't let me take a spare. So I got put into this Guitar 30 class, and that's probably one of the most pivotal moments of my music career, because then I fell in love with guitar. I was a drummer before that, and so I fell in love with guitar. And so pretty much since 2010, as soon as I could strum my first chord, I've been writing. Yeah.
That may be one of the greatest transitions from actor that can't play guitar to guitarist. That's like an amazing how you got started story. Thank you for that.
Thanks.
All right, we got 50 minutes left. The hour's yours. What are we going to be hearing tonight? Promoting your album?
Well, one thing at a time.
Okay.
I'm not quite at the album stage yet, but I'm working on a new single right now.
Okay.
So I'll be playing that at some point. I'll be playing stuff off of my first album, The Valley, off my SKAB EP, and my newest single, Between the Ditches, which is on radio right now. I'll be
And all things point to Thursday, 2 days from now, May 16th at the Capitol. So if you're watching live right now, Tuesday night, Thursday night, May 16th, you can see this gentleman perform at the Capitol. And then Shaw TV replays this. So this is actually going to play Thursday night. So if you're watching this on Shaw TV Thursday night, go to the Capitol right now. You can watch this in syndication later. Go to the Capitol now and check this guy out. If you're watching after the 16th, you blew it. I don't know what else to tell you. So get a time machine. What are the people going to get on May 16th at the Capitol?
So I'm going to be playing with a 3-piece. So there'll be lots of guitar licks, hot guitars.
Okay.
I got a new guitar actually, so it'll be my debut with my new telly named Donatello, because I'm like real corny like that.
No, that makes sense.
And just going to be a good rock and roll show. The Dead Levy's going to be there from Regina. They're rocking. I think they're a 6-piece or a 5-piece, but they do like all kinds of crazy stage acrobatics, and they're just fun young dudes. So it's going to be a good night.
We got lots to talk about tonight. But now is the time of the show we throw it over to our social media correspondent. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a surprise. It's not Bryn Kreisa. That's right. Bryn Kreis, what's the saying? Burning the candle at both ends. She's coming from her other job to be here, so she's running late. She got off about 10 minutes ago. She should be here any minute. But for now, we are social media correspondent less. But that will not stop us from giving thanks to the people and the companies that make this show possible. Of course, our title sponsor, Earl Saskatoon. They have live music every Friday and Saturday. They're going to take a break during summer, but check out live music at Earl's. If you've never played Earl's, that's another great venue. I'll hook you up. They make the show possible. Earl Saskatoon is, again, big support here for Strip Down Live. Past that, the Hairstyle Inn in Lawson Heights Mall, Red Swan Pizza North, and E-West Music. Support the people that support us. If you enjoy this show, go support the Hairstyle Inn and Red Swan Pizza North. We have pizza after each show. Stick around for that. Although I know how unpredictable toddlers are. So if you can make pizza, awesome. If not, we'll send a piece home with you. Cool. She was so cute.
Yeah, she's awesome. Hey?
It's just, yeah. My heart melts when I see the father-daughter thing. I don't know. I'm living that right now, right? I've got a 3.5-year-old, and I'm a stay-at-home dad. So when I saw that just totally put me in a completely different mindset. I was like, okay, we're gonna talk about that off the bat because that's
awesome.
It's something you assume you'd see more than you do, and you don't, and that's kind of sad. But when you do see it, you're like, awesome. That's something special. Just that interaction between dads and daughters. It was really good to see. Let's go back to the North Sound. What was the first song you played to open the show?
So that first one was Sunshine. It's off my first record, The Valley. And so next I'm going to play The Valley, the title track from the record.
Ladies and gentlemen, the North Sound.
Walk through the valley, the rally of parades. The banner screamed your name. And I'll walk as far as I can go, and I'll always know love will guide me home as the valley lies alone. Do as I say, not as I do. What would you say to get me through to you? Seal for a little bit of fight as the cigarette smoke danced in the older lamplight. Dogs no longer bark, and the love inside your heart came through with the golden Gibson right on cue. And now I know the Lonesome Valley sings the old crow we all at one point knew. Sold our souls to, yeah. Do as I say, do as I say. 'Cause what I say, I know. I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the North Sound.
Time living on my own, packed my bags and left my home. Always felt the sting like little honeybees. Crept their way inside my ears and eyes, looking for something sweet to take of mine. But all my flowers died, and I can feel you on my tongue, just like a tab of sex and drugs. Wish I had a place to sober up. You can take me anywhere you want, anywhere you want. I feel like drinking, I feel like getting in a fight. I might not make it through the night. I feel like dancing with the women at the bar all night. Nobody, no place could change my mind. If you try, you might. If you try, you might. tumbleweeds come blowing through my door every hour and a half or so. Leaves on trees won't grow if you don't plant seeds to show. Give me one good reason to believe that if I sleep I may find Jesus. Don't wait around that long. You can take me anywhere you want. You can take me anywhere, 'cause I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost. I feel like drinking. I feel like getting in a fight. I might not make it through the night. I feel like dancing with the women at the bar all night. Nobody, no place could change my mind. If you try, you might. If you try, you might. If you try, you might.
You're watching Stripped Down live with the North Sound. Man, that was beautiful and haunting.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to use that. We're all over the place because there's so much to talk about, so I'm going to use that song about destructive choices to, first of all, tell us about the song, then transition into the youth work you do.
Whoa, sorry, say that again.
Tell us about that song.
If I Sleep, the one I just played?
Yeah, and because it's about destructive choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah.
transition from there into the work you do with youth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, that song "If I Sleep," I wrote it at a pretty low point in my life. Yeah, destructive choices is definitely a great way to put it. I was really struggling with just a lot of things, struggling with like different substances and just really caught up in a space where I was super alone and isolated. That's how I felt, right? I felt that way, and I couldn't find any way really out of it, just letting all that built up energy sort of come out into negative ways, you know. And so when I do, because I do a lot of youth work in the community, and so when I'm working with youth, I don't really hide my struggles. I don't really hide, like I don't sugarcoat like where I come from, what I've been through, because I like to build a relationship of honesty with these youth. And a lot of times, like authoritative figures, you know, they kind of put up this idea that they're perfect and that they do no wrong, and that's why the youth should respect them. In my experience, it's very much the opposite. The youth want to be able to relate to someone and know that they're human, you know. And so I really just share that because I've struggled with a lot of things. I've struggled with addictions. I've struggled with abandonment issues and separation from family. I've dealt with lots of death in my life, and I've struggled with my identity as an Indigenous person because I was separated from my culture growing up. And so there's been a lot of struggles, and there's a lot of holes that I've had like in my heart and in my spirit throughout my life. And so I've started filling that void with, you know, making healthier, better, more positive choices, staying on the red road, and yeah, reaching out, working with youth, and using my music as a platform to connect with my culture and my identity as an Indigenous person, because what I do is storytelling, right? That's essentially what I'm doing. And everything about my songs and everything about all the words and everything in there are just, you know, the effects of growing up a young Indigenous person in Canada. You know, regardless if I don't need to say that in my songs, because it just naturally is, right?
That's incredible. And speaking of incredible, sorry to transition out of that, Look who's here. I'm no longer without a co-pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, social media correspondent. She came straight from work. She's under the weather, and she still showed up. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryn Kreisa. Welcome to Strip Down Live,
Hello.
Bryn.
Hey.
Thanks for making it.
Of course.
Thanks for fighting through this. Do you have a cold or flu or?
I think it's just like all my sinuses are just a little bit upset right now. So.
Well, it's good. You're like my safety net, so thank you for showing up. Now I can like relax and like when my questions and words don't come naturally, I always just throw to you. So here we are. What are the people saying, Bryn? How are we doing on social media today?
We've got some good support saying right on. Awesome, Forrest. We actually have a question from Douglas. Roughly, what is the most people you have played for, and where was that?
So the most people that I've played for is I played in Calgary. They have like this Calgary Stampede. And a few years back, actually, not in this band, in a band I was in prior, we played to a sold-out crowd at the Cowboys tent, which is a 10,000 person capacity tent. And we opened up for Age of Days and Buck Cherry, which is kind of funny to me, but yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I'm sure that would have been a good show, though.
It was fun, yeah, it was cool. There's a YouTube video out there somewhere, but you'll have to kill me to get the band name.
Remind the viewers at home, Bryn, what they can take home should they leave a comment or ask a question.
We have an Earl's gift card here. So interact, ask Forrest a question, and you'll be entered to win the gift card.
All right, thank you so much, Bryn. Sorry to just completely transition out of that amazing story you were telling. As an Indigenous artist, how important is that message? Again, from coming up on the rough streets of Calgary or whoever you described it. Like how important is getting that message out now to the youth?
I think as an artist, it's important to do that.
Because you were on a completely different path. You were going to be a rapper, which probably, I'm guessing, was kind of a different message you would have been giving had you continued on that path.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever meant to be a rapper. I was ever going to be. It was just what definitely piqued my interest at the time. And that was just a small part of the lifestyle that I was a part of and that I used to live. And I just think as an artist, it's important for us to share our stories, to share our experiences, and to make meaningful art, because music is the one thing that connects us all. We don't have to speak the same language. We don't have to be from the same place. We don't have to, even in today's day and age, I hate to say it, but we don't have to be the same race. And we know that there are racial barriers in our world, and it's a really uncomfortable subject no one wants to talk about, but it's very much real. And music has the power to take all of that away. It takes all of that away. So I think it's just important to create meaningful music, put that out there in the world and do it confidently.
We were hoping to get 8 songs tonight, but your music is incredible. You're fascinating to listen to, so we might have to drop a song because we're already over halfway with only 3 songs. So let's jump to song number 4. Do you want to tee it up?
Yeah, let me just look at my set list here. What am I doing? Okay, so this is actually an unrecorded, unreleased, almost unperformed song that I've never performed this song before. It's called If You Are Here. And it's kind of, I spent a lot of time really fighting against the idea of religion for a lot of reasons, and it's my own personal opinion. I have no bias or prejudice against anyone that practices. There's a lot of value in religion. For me, it was a long, hard battle, and I reached a point where I discovered that you can still have a higher power, you can still have a creator in your life, without it being religious, without it being some sort of punishing God, which was that was hard for me, and I didn't like that. So this song is kind of just talks about what my spirituality, what my higher power means to me.
Awesome! Can't wait to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. The North Sound.
Down this road so many times, think that I had learned by now, and I just can't figure out why I'm still around. And so I keep pushing on. And I know we're all born to die, and that's fine, but I just wanna do something worthwhile with my time. So if you are here with me, if you know what to do, then please fill me in, 'cause I could use a hand or two. Turn down them social lights, breathe deep and free your mind, and I'll put it in your hands this time. If you let me live my life. Why have I been so broken for so long? Guess I gotta move on, and I must confess, I'm not really blessed, but I don't really do much technology, so I started praying instead. And I know we're all born to die, and that's fine, but I just realized there wasn't a wait in that line. So if you are here with me, if you know what to do, please fill me in, 'cause I could use a hand or two. Turn down them social lights, breathe deep and free your
Ladies and gentlemen, the North Sound.
Don't leave the light on. I can see just fine. Besides, you illuminate the time, and I'd rather not say why. But you say why. And I tell her I'm no good at this love thing, and that lovely little world can be such a dark place. But a blackout don't last all night. If you let her shed a little light. Don't turn the light on. You wake her from her sleep. I know everything I need is right here where I lie. You're lying. Right where I'm lying. And I tell her I'm no good at this love thing. That lovely little world can be such a dark place. But a blackout don't last all night. If you let her shed a little light. And I tell her I'm no good at this love thing. And that lovely little world can be such a dark place. Oh, yeah. But a blackout don't last all night. But a blackout don't last all night. But a blackout don't last all night. Oh, if you let her shed a little light.
You're watching Strip Down Live with the North Sound. We are burning through time, my friend. We got 3 more songs. We got 15 minutes. We got to start thinking about wrapping this up. But before we do that, obviously, there's lots more to talk about. You asked to strip down Live. We got rid of the fence panels tonight. You just wanted a nice, non-distracting, plain background, and it's working. Big shout out to Patrick Brannon, who's in control of the episode tonight. He's making it look amazing. It's I wouldn't want to do it every week, but having just a blank background is kind of cool tonight. Yeah, good call.
Thank you.
All right.
That's why I get the big bucks, man.
There it is. May 16th at the Capitol. You can see this gentleman playing as a 3-piece. Again, we're live right now, which is Tuesday the 14th. So on Thursday the 16th, he'll be at the Capitol. If you're watching this on Shaw Spotlight on the 16th, go to the Capitol right now. If you're watching after the 16th on Shaw Spotlight, you're out of luck. I already used that joke on the first segment, but it's the truth. So May 16th at the Capitol. Really quickly, let's talk about the SCMAs. They were good to you this year.
They were.
What did you take home?
So I got awarded the SIGA Indigenous Artist Development Bursary.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with that?
So that song that I just played, called Shed a Little Light.
Yep.
I'm currently in the studio right now with Jesse Wieman at
Jesse
No
Wieman,
Latest
big
Studios.
shout out to Jesse Wieman,
Yes.
yeah.
We're working on that track right now.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to get it out within the next, like, you know, I'm not even gonna put a time on it.
No.
It'll be out though.
You're a dad. It'll happen when it happens, right?
Exactly.
Priorities.
Yes.
Between the Ditches, also doing quite well, the song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of surprised. It was, you know, I've kind of, in the past, I've gotten into this pattern where, you know, I create songs and I make them with a purpose. You know, I make them because I want to record them. I want them to go out onto all the streaming services. I want to try and get radio. I want them to make charts. I want that.
Yep.
But on this song, Between the Ditches, that was honestly not even close to where my mindset was at. I wanted to put out a song that I felt was closer to the music of my soul. You know, like I love like, you know, like 60s, 70s, 80s, and even like early 90s country music.
Yep.
Really big into guys like Graham Parsons and Buck Owens and that sort of cosmic country sort of thing, and like old school Americana music. So I really wanted to do something that was closer to that with no expectation, and that's kind of been my most successful song to date. It's kind of funny how things work out.
We are burning through so much time, so we got to take our last commercial break. But going into that, I loved this quote on your website. Your sound is cold like a Saskatchewan winter. I was like, oh, wonderful. All right, we have to take our last commercial break. We wrap things up with the North Sound coming up right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, the North Sound.
I called her, you'd come running fast as he ever could. Had a mess, you were always smiling, so I turned and closed the door. Brought you back to living in them jail cells. You never really left for good. When I called you, you'd come running fast as he ever could. When I called you, I was crying over nothing good. I would talk and you would listen, probably to more than you should. In a house that slowly killed your insides, you were broken like a little home. When I called you, I was crying over nothing good. No, baby, no, baby, I'm not ready to go just yet. Oh, but if you think that I'm going on anyone's time but mine, I wanna try again sometime. Gonna spread my wings and fly. my soul. You listen when I'm wrong. I'm wishing you'd say more words, the same old way. You need to talk while you still breathe. Need a reason to believe that everything in this life isn't as bad as it may seem. 'Cause we've all been beaten, we've all been drugged. Kind of bitch called life, but shit's slowing down no time.
Whew, we are wrapping things up with the North Sound. Thank you so much for this hour of discussion and talk and music.
No
Your
worries.
lyrics are incredible. You're a fascinating young man.
Thank
Just
you.
a really good dude. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to put a bow on this episode. We could have done 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Great talker, great stories.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're the exact type of musician that I created this show for. So thank you so much for giving us
Oh,
an hour of your
damn.
time. Incredible. Gotta thank our sponsors before we throw it to Bryn and throw it back to you to get out of here. Earl Saskatoon, obviously our title sponsor. The show wouldn't be possible without the generous donations from Earl Saskatoon, Hairstyle Inn, Red Swan Pizza North, and of course eWest Music. You can follow us on social media at Strip Down Live SK. Go check this gentleman out. May 16th at the Capitol, if it's not too late. If you're watching this live or on the 16th, go check him out at the Capitol. It's going to be a 3-piece. Just go support this guy. He's a great dude. What you see here tonight, only better? 3-piece? Sure.
I don't know.
All
We'll
right.
see.
If they miss you on the 16th, really quickly, what's your website? Where can they get your music?
Just hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook. I'm very active on my social media, so it's the North Sound YXE.
All right, let's throw it over for the last time here to tonight's social media correspondent. She's under the weather, but she's still above ground. Bryn Kreisa. Thanks for toughing through it and coming out tonight. We got a question in about a minute to answer it.
Yes. Paige is wondering what your favorite venue is that you've ever played.
Thanks, Paige.
Ooh.
You got
That is a good question. You know, actually, yeah, my favorite venue that I've ever played was the Coca-Cola stage at the Calgary Stampede. I grew up watching some of my favorite bands play on that stage. And when I was in about grade 7, I saw Rain Maida climb up to the top of this, I don't know, just doing some crazy stuff. And I was like, I want to do that. And so last summer I got the chance to play on the Coca-Cola stage, and yeah, that was my favorite stage.
Did
for
you
a
climb
lot of
up like
reasons.
Rain Maida?
God, no.
Oh.
No, but I did face plant off stage at the end of the show. My
pretty
foot
cool.
got caught on my patch cord, and yeah, the guitar took the brunt, and I just fell right off stage. Yeah.
It's memorable.
We are
Yeah.
so completely out of time. But I challenge all the viewers of Strip Down Live to go out this week and do one thing that Rain Maida would do. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time tonight, the North Sound. Thank you so much, sir. Seriously, thank you. It was an absolute pleasure. Play us out.
All right. Some of you may know this one.
Don't look up now, it's coming down. Rains are falling everywhere. Everyone and everything around these days seem to not really care at all. So I'ma pack up and leave this place. I'm headed back home somewhere between the ditches. And I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know someday you will. And I still remember that blue October, felt it in your eyes and on your skin. And I thought we could learn to live again between the ditches. come from the northeast edge of a city cut down to quarters. Never really liked me much, so I headed east across the border. They still don't like me here, but they don't need to hear my song. And I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know someday it will. And I still remember that blue October, melted in your eyes and on your skin. And I thought we could learn to live again between the ditches. And I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know someday it will. And I still remember that blue October,